Okay. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Community Builds. Um, I'd like to start off with someone that was sending in creations was being, I guess, quite mean to someone else, and that's not okay. It doesn't matter whether your creations are worse, better, or whatever. Your opinion on your thing is yours. I was the first to start doing proper suspension in this, even before the weld tool was brought into the game, but I don't go bragging about that. So, don't be mean. If you're so good, help people. Don't brag. And on to the second part of that, said person also is apparently taking creations from other people and uploading them. So, yeah, that's not okay either. So I guess therefore you can't help people instead of be mean. So go be mean somewhere else. Um, Either way, we have, I think, like 8 creations this week. So let's get into it. The first one is called Black Mamba Mk2 by Raymond 8.4V. And they had the same idea I was having. I was just trying to do open diffs. Well, if I go over there at some point, I'll show it. But either way, this is, looks like a what's it called, a prototype for some kind of like off-road truck. Got a chassis, straight axles, got a transfer case, a motor, proper output for the drive, everything. So this is a proper 4 and what would probably be a 2 or a 3 link. But I'm guessing to keep the lag and stuff down, you just put in what you needed. So yeah, as I was saying, just like normal, power starts here, goes down into the transfer case. Normally there would be like a transmission or a gearbox, whatever you want to call it, down to the transfer case, and then it goes down to the axles. The only thing I would say is normally in a vehicle, the the input is in the middle, and then the front is off to the side. But for sake of simplicity, this works really well. Also, for your through bits right here, I'm stuck. I would like to suggest this one, The Pass-Throughs by Penn Tarnowski. He might have made more, I don't know, but I really like them. Either way, then yeah, it comes down into the differential. This is what you call a spool. So it comes in and then goes both ways, but there's no way for the wheels to spin opposite or separate speeds. It's like a permanent weld or a permanent lock, just a spool. And yeah, you got your U-joints and everything. Your hubs look really good too. I like. Where's the steering? Hold on. Oh, okay, so that's the steering. What's that for? Interesting. Just to see what that's for. But either way, let's see how well it drives. So there's your steering. Oh, okay, I guess it's... I thought that was gonna move, but I guess it just helps hold it on, which makes sense. Let's go. Ooh, all the torque. Holy crap. I will say one thing, that when you go for realism, your drive shafts are spinning the wrong way. I'm surprised the angled drive shafts work. I've always been afraid to use them because I didn't think they would work, but they work just fine. And it has the low torque, or the high torque of the motor with low speed, but it looks like it's geared for more speed. So therefore, no, this is geared for even more torque. What's that set? Wow, okay, yeah, no wonder. But either way, it spins it backwards. Or what would be realism. But if it works, it works. This works really well. I need to get the crawling area finished so I can actually test things properly. But get that. If you were to put the motor directly to the wheels, it wouldn't even crawl up that well. Because it doesn't apply the same power to all of the wheels. But since this is fully locked, there's one power input right there, and one bearing for steering, and the rest are just free. And the power is transmitted how it should, and it works amazing. I'm so glad this mod came out with these new gears and new joints and stuff. I can't wait to see what comes with this. This is going to be so cool. Piston engine, maybe. But either way, I have to go on to the next one. Straight first. Okay. The next is an 83 Toyota pickup by Desmashi. A little bit of lag. Bit of a replica. Ooh, it's got lights that work, I guess. No clue where the wiring such hoses go in the real thing. So, guess. Okay. If you use the blueprint tool, just open it, load your creation. In the top left, I believe it's in one of the drop-down menus, you can see what mods you have in your creation. But either way, lots of detail, exhaust is perfect, whole thing is. But it doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be perfect for what you can do. Another thing about the mods, another reason I made the community builds world, or the automotive park, is that way everyone has all the same everything to work from if they want to put stuff up into community builds. Or share it. Because that way you can build it here, share it, and then someone can download that and the world, and then they know it's going to work. And then they can test it the same and everything. But onto the truck. This looks really good. Looks like a little Helix. Love the old Helix. Good looking chassis, 2-link front and back. Full exhaust, it looks like. Tow hitch. Oh, that's one thing I could make it. Anyways. Fuel door. That's one thing people always forget. It's the fuel door. How are you supposed to put gas in? Good looking lights. I know these are probably just panels, but flat usable bed. Ooh, really detailed interior. I like that. I just tried to zoom in. That looks really good, even with my game glitching the way it does. You can tell there's a lot of detail there. The hood switch is probably inside. Everything opens. And yeah. Wow. 4-cylinder. Lots of wiring. Holy. Okay. I wasn't expecting all of that. Wow. Okay. I'm just, like, amazed at all the little... This would take so much glitch welding to do. So much. And then the interior. Even the interior probably took a lot to do. This is crazy. Yep, that's what I thought. You got your indicators on the dash. Oh, those are lights. What lights are those? Are they? Or is that just the thing shining through? Those might actually be lights. Interesting. If they are, what light is that? Okay, turn it off. Oops, wrong button. Okay, 4. 4 is those lights. Okay, that one's those ones. Horn, and hood, and tug it. Door. Okay, let's close this door and see how this thing handles. Looks really good. I like it a lot. They've even got a little roof center console thing. Oh my god. And it has lights. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. This thing's awesome. And it handles really good too. This is how I'd expect a little pickup truck to handle. And it looks exactly like a Toyota Helix. This is awesome. Handles really well. Goes at decent speed. Yeah. No understeer at all. No oversteer either. It just turns. Goes in a... Although I'm wiggling back and forth, it goes in a mostly straight line. Maybe a bit to the left. Mostly straight line. This is awesome. A lot more suspension travel than I thought it was going to have. Holy. Love this little truck. This is probably my new favorite little truck. So much flex on such a tiny little thing. That's awesome. If anyone's looking for a truck that's pretty close to the real one, like I'd say this is pretty much exact. And I wish we could make this in survival, but yeah. But if anyone's looking for an awesome little Toyota Helix, this would be perfect. Little shop truck, little daily truck, whatever. I'd like to make a Baja version of this, that'd be really cool. So much engine detail though. Like, you even got your starter down there, it looks like. Something down there with wires going to it. That's insane. All the little details. But I'm going to move on to the next one, which is Rally Buggy V2 by Superfan. It is a fairly simple tube buggy. It has a turbo 4-cylinder. Ooh, this is the one from the last community builds, it looks like. But it has a longitudinal, I think that's what that is, mounted inline 4 turbo exhaust. It is rear-wheel drive, and yeah. Let's get over to the rally track and check this out, because it is a rally buggy. Okay, so just really quick, I want to go over the suspension because I didn't before, and it's the typical pairs, the ones that I find work best in this game. This is how I usually do mine, and I find doing it like this is a little bit big, but it's basically foolproof. Do this with anything and it'll just work, and this just works. And it looks really good too. I really like chassis on it. You paid attention to where the little strengthening should be the actual overall shape of it looks really good. Like this bit here makes it look really cool too. Comes together really nice. But this is the kind of thing that I'd rather look at going around the track. So let's do that. On to the next one. Right, and there you have it. That is the rally bike. Just forgot what it was called for a second. Awesome bike, and it handles really well. If anything, the tires are too sticky. If it could slide a little bit instead of always rolling, this would be an awesome little race buggy. Awesome. I love how it handles and how it looks. So yeah, if you can figure out somehow maybe lower grip tires or something, this would be great. Or maybe sway bars, but I don't know. Either way. Awesome, awesome buggy. Oh, excuse me. But next is Big Red by Dusty Red 762. It's a piston powered pickup truck. It's an inline 2, meant to look like a big diesel V8. They wanted to make a turbo diesel, but they couldn't fit it. It has beam in the front and free link in the rear. Switches are by the front tires. Okay. So there's your side pipe already right in front of your face. Suspension goes up. Well then. So we put a piston engine side. Wow. Well then, you did. There you go. Got a 2-cylinder made to look like big diesel V8. And it does. This looks awesome. This is cool. And then, I wouldn't quite call it beam. Maybe really short beam. But it gets the point across. And then, yep. X3 link in the back with spool differential. I just want to see how this works, to be honest. It doesn't look like it's meant to be like a Baja truck or anything, it's just meant to look cool and work. It does. And it runs really smooth. Partially because it's slow. I find people in this tend to try and go as fast as they can. But that's not really necessary. Like, look at how smooth this just kind of puts along. It's awesome. The torque makes it lean a lot, but it's not really a big deal. Good shot of the rear end there. This is cool. Really long drive shaft, totally. I like where people are going in this, though. Seeing a lot more actual piston engines with proper drivetrains and stuff, and it's really cool. It makes me excited. Makes me want to start trying to do them. Man, it's just everything's placed to sort of work. I like it. And it's vanilla, which makes it even cooler. I've seen a lot of people do this with mods, but doing it in vanilla, that's just something special there, I think. Let's check out the engine really quick. There's not much to really show on the truck, that's why I'm going to do it a lot quicker than the other ones. Oh, there's the pistons. One, okay. So yeah, there's the top of the pistons. They've probably glitch welded in, which is a good idea, actually. That would work nicely. This looks good. Does the, the fan even spins. That's awesome. Although it doesn't have reverse, I like how it's WASD. Or WAND. It feels better to drive than just using 1 or 2 or something like people tend to also. Yeah, that's awesome. I think this would be a perfect base to build off of. You could add something for throttle and so on. Add some kind of reverse. This would be so cool. Hopefully my mic can actually hear me. I just realized I moved away from it. But next is a Toyota Sprinter Torino GT Apex by the Real Jesus. And for those that know, it's the tofu car. I hope people get that reference. The tofu car. Either way, just trying to open my granola bar, not too loud. It's not an exact replica of an AE86, but it's close. It's really close. And then the typical controls. Okay, oops, forgot to load it in. That would help. Go. This looks really close, actually. It's like, looks exact. It's awesome. I really like this. It's the hood switch. There, awesome. I love how people are starting to put the hood switch under the dash, too. That's something I haven't even really started doing. And once again, all of the detail. I'm impressed. I'm surprised. I can't wait till Scrap Mechanic is fully released and like people build with what they actually finish it with, and yeah. I kind of lost my words as I was trying to get that thought out, but I can't wait till the game is done and then to see what people do with the actual finished game. That's going to be amazing. But yeah, really good looking engine. By the looks of it, it had good looking suspension too. Oh, okay. That's different. That's what, 3? 2 up and 1 down, it looks like. 3 in total there. Unless that's just a bump stop. Yeah, that could just be a bump stop. Still, that is a really weird design. I've never seen suspension that weird before. And I've seen some weird suspension. See, that looks normal. That's what I would expect right there. That front is so weird. Oh! It's actually got a straight axle in the back. I didn't realize that. Okay. Cool. Straight axle in the back. Independent in the front. See the little arms going down there. Alright, I gotta get this out on the track. I gotta test how this handles. It's got pop-ups! Awesome looking interior, but pop-ups. And they actually look how they should in the right spot and everything. Okay, let's get to the track, and then I'll do a quick lap of the track. Ooh, it's slidey. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna take this to the drift course. I'll be right. Okay. We are at the drift area now, and I think I've only had one other creation so far that I've gotten to bring here. So, let's head over to the actual drift track and give this a try. Because this feels like it's going to be an awesome little drift car. And it's got a nice, awesome, I can't speak right now. It's got a nice interior too. And I'm guessing that's... Go the right way. I'm guessing that's a glass of water to not spill. Anyways, I think the track goes this way, so let's get to it. Ooh, the lights work really well too, holy. And I like how you can't see anything you're not supposed to. Like, there's stuff there, but that's where it would go, really. Looks, I don't know, looks awesome. Either way. Go. Quick little lap around the drift track. This is an awesome car. If I were to... Oh, there I go again. If I were to take the time and actually learn how it handles... I was just taking a look at the springs right there. But if I were to take the time, actually learn how it handles and get better with it, this is an awesome drift car. It oversteers a little bit much, but if you managed to get a little bit more steering lock out of it, you could deal with that really easy. And that you just have to really upgrade the seat and then set it to be a different angle. But if you're looking for a car, an iconic car really, especially in Japanese car history, I highly recommend you download this. This is an awesome version of it. And other than it could be maybe a little bit longer, it looks a little stubby right here, that's it. It maybe looks a little stubby, but other than that, this looks really good, and I like it. I like it a lot. So if you're looking for a drift car, definitely download that. The next one is called Crawler Vanilla, so I guess it's just a vanilla crawler. It was uploaded by Dasmashi, but it was their friend that actually made it. I guess their friend doesn't like uploading stuff, so Dasmashi did it for them. As I said, made by Leah. Dasmashi helped with the suspension. It's a good looking truck. Guessing you put the springs in so far so that it has excuse me. I'm guessing you put the springs in so far that it has good articulation and stuff. It's a really good looking truck. Bit of glitch welding to get the everything to fit with the proportions, but it's perfectly fine. Oh, looks good. Probably should take it off the way. Go. This looks good. Lights. Other lights. Oh, four ways. Okay. Steering. Oh, is that supposed to be like leaves? I have a feeling this is supposed to be like leaf springs. That's cool. Okay. I like that. That's cool. Seems kind of, but let's see if I can get this to work. Is it my settings? No. Something wrong with this. Can't tell what. Is it how stiff they are? Might just be the stiffness. Yeah. Your axles have such bad twists though. Like, really need to work on that. That's why I did my leafs the way I did. Because then it almost eliminated that, and now, let's see, that arm has completely jammed up. So it's a really good looking truck, and a great idea. But it doesn't quite work. A design more like this, if you can. It's this exact same idea. Literally works the exact same way. Arm coming down here, an arm going back up to a shackle, and then I instead put my springs as far out as I could, and then made it so that they could only rotate this way. So that way the axle can articulate, but it can't really go this way much. It can go this way from up here. There's a bearing there, so it can kind of move the right way and so on. But either way, yeah. The concept though is awesome, and it looks really good. Just I can't drive it right now. Let's see what it has for flex, and then I will load the next creation. But I would love to see this with better working suspension. Because when people get leaf springs or leaf spring-esque suspension working, this looks so cool. And this has tons of flex. Like, as it settles. That's insane, especially for leaf springs. Like, that's great. This would make an awesome Baja truck. But yeah, I would love to see an updated version of this. Absolutely. My earbud, but I don't know. Okay, so the next is another one by Billy that is part of their Project Grow. And this is a support truck. Ooh, okay, so it's got like a little turret on the back. It's actually loaded. Alright, so it's got 2 or 3 linked straight axles front and back, 4-wheel steer, some luggage space up top, but I'm... Oh... Good looking suspension. Okay. Does the turret turn? Oh, it does, okay. That works. Awesome, that works. Ooh, your steering might be a little bit weird. Oh, it's got sway bars. Okay, cool. Awesome. I was wondering what that second spring was for, but there's sway bars. And yeah, the same overall awesome rover bar. Like, how these vehicles just look like rovers. It's so cool. I don't ever know what to say about these, but I love the look. There's a switch up there. It's probably the other one for that. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So this one even has a little, like, elevator up. Cool. Just turn. That's the horn. Yeah, alright, so that's just all the control. Cool. Let's see how it handles. Super stable thanks to those sway bars. Those help a lot. A lot. Oh! That's interesting. I was wondering why the back felt kinda floaty. And if you notice, there's steering on the front where it would be, steering on the back where it would be. But there's also 4 pistons in the middle. So it's articulated. That is really cool. And it somehow handles really well still. Like, even at high speed, even at high speed, 4-wheel steer alone or articulated alone is usually really bad. But this somehow just works. And it works really well. Slow down to turn there, but... Wow. I'm just amazed with this. This is so cool. It's so different than anything else I've seen. Better. It's supposed to be free camera. Stop wiggling around, camera. It's supposed to be free cam. That is so cool. Like a worm. Yeah, if you're looking for like different rovers and stuff, things that would go really well in survival. Oh, excuse me. Definitely check out the Project Grow stuff. Because they are, in my opinion, pretty much perfect for survival. Like, I feel this is what survival stuff would end up looking like. It's awesome. I wouldn't be disappointed if this ended up being canon for survival. That'd be really cool. I'd like that. Something you can just find in a warehouse. Be awesome. But there isn't really much to show. There are details. Hold on. Make sure I get all the details, because there's two, like, radiators right there. So there's the engines, you got radiators, there's your elevator. Two motors back here, probably for the turret. Like I said, you have like a 3-link with sway bars. Yeah. I think that's everything. I wanted to make sure I checked out everything. I used to always make sure I looked over everything completely, and I need to get better at it. And I guess that's it for this week. I could have sworn I downloaded more than that, but I guess not. I was having so much fun with this. But yeah. Either way, that's it for this week on community builds. Awesome creations this week, and I love how people are using this mod. That first creation is an awesome base for like a realistic crawler or truck or whatever. But anyways, awesome creations. Thank you for sending them in. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.